So I talked earlier about how Donald Trump got some bad news and how he is still under the gag order from Judge Juan Merchan in his election interference case out of Manhattan, where he was convicted of 34 felonies for falsifying business records revolving around the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. Now, he got more bad news in that case today as well. The Second Court of Appeals, in a three-judge panel of the Second Court of Appeals, has said that they have denied his request for an emergency stay of sentencing. He was trying to get them to stay the sentencing order, pass the election, and then even though that Judge Marchand has already done that himself, they said, well, we need you to step in, stay the sentence, give us a chance to argue our appeal about going to federal court and to argue about, and then let all of our appeals at the state level play out as well on this case before sentencing can be carried out. And the Second Court of Appeals said no. They're not going to hear it. There is no merit here. The only thing they may have considered was kicking out the sentencing until the end of, or till after the election. They said with that already being done, there is nothing for them to consider. So they denied their request from Trump and his legal team. Now they may try to take this up to the full Second Circuit Court of Appeals, and they may try to take this to the Supreme Court. I don't know what that would gain them because the sentencing is already delayed past the election, and at that point he is going to be a private citizen, assuming he does not win the election. But they're trying. He's trying so desperately to delay this. I think because he fears the fact that when this sentencing comes out, he is going to get prison time. I think that he expects prison time in some considerable amount of it. Even though he talks big, Donald Trump talks big all the time. I'd be glad to go to prison. I would do it. I'd be going for you, is what he tells his base. But no, he'd be doing it because he committed a crime. And he wouldn't be going for anybody but himself for the crimes he committed. But he says he's brave and he wants to go to prison, etc. But his actions in court tell us he does not want to do this. He is trying desperately to stay out of prison and to avoid this sentencing. And it's the same tactics he's used in everything his whole life, trying to get around and dodge and duck accountability for anything he's ever done. Nothing is ever his fault. Everything he did is always perfect. So, Second Circuit Court of Appeals has also said, we're not helping you on this matter, and we'll see if he tries to appeal again. But it's not looking good for Donald Trump, that he keeps trying all of these desperate attempts to delay this, and it's not working. And he's spending a lot of hard-gained capital, money that he could be spending on his election, instead paying attorneys to do these fruitful things, just because he is so desperate to stay out of prison.